Hello and welcome back to another timeless collective reading here at Greatest Good Tarot. As always, please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So what message should we be sharing with this video, please? What message should we be sharing with this video? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's have a look. Oh, straight out. Straight out, the unknown card, which is all about having faith in the situation, having faith, being open to hearing those downloads, those nudges, those inspirations, those as soon as I say inspiration, there comes the Ace of Matches. That one there wants to come out as well. Okay. Okay. Ten of Matches, overarching energy again. I think this is like, what is it? The fourth or fifth time, like the Ten of Matches, the accomplishment deck card in the deck, in this deck anyway. It keeps coming out. So yeah, the open to the new ideas, the new concepts, the new awesomeness, yeah, the faith of that, and just leaning on that faith, and just like I've got this, I'm in partnership or co-creation, as some people like to call it. And there's these opportunities. I think it was the last video that we were talking about, where we were, what was it? It was talking about kind of like flirting with ideas and concepts and that kind of thing. And the other, follow your heart. Follow your heart. It, as you like, the little jellyfish here, just like the heart is pounding out the chest, and it's just like, come on, let's just where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? So many different videos that we've done in the last couple of days about kind of not replacing like for like. Instead, we're taking this responsibility of what do we actually want to build? What do we actually want to do? What do we actually want to create? That's what this is all about. You know, it's like a line in the sand of taking your control back. And I say this frequently on the Twitch streams that we do most weekends, most Saturdays and Sundays. Link down below. Subtle plug there. Where, you know, we're in the age of Aquarius, pretty much at this point. We're also, Pluto is in Aquarius. Went in there end of January, which is all about taking your control back, freedom. Instead of the big corporations, the big government, the big this, the big that, it's now local, it's people, it's individuals taking on that responsibility and taking control back and claiming that back. And we're seeing that, and this is kind of the reason why I keep repeating it on the stream is, once you see the world in that context, then you kind of understand what this transition period is all about. It's scary, it's concerning, but that's what's happening energetically. And Pluto is in Aquarius for 20 odd years now. And the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, it's like 1776. It's like independence. Still haven't gotten over it yet. Also, declaration. It's the Constitution. It's that kind of stuff. And it's interesting that once that 20-year period was up in the 1700s, end of 1700s, as soon as that period was up, came the French Revolution, which in some respects kind of failed, bunny floppy ears, compared to what happened in America. Admittedly, you couldn't have done it without the French, but it's like, you know, leave bygones to be bygones. Did it all back tax? Sorry, no. How's that tax going for you? Anyway, the point is, why I order. The point is, though, is that was the last time this sort of energy shift was around. Look what happened there. Look what happened directly after it, when we moved again. So it's like this is the finite opportunity energetically where we're taking control back. The big institutions are crumbling. The big corporations are crumbling. There's all sorts of shenanigans going on in big governments, and then like that kind of in the early stages of like interesting things happening. So that's what's going on, and I found it fascinating this year, watching, because obviously 2024, as I'm recording this, 2024, all those elections that were happening, the year of the election and all that kind of stuff. Look how many crazy results, bunny flops, crazy results happened. And once you put it in the context of what's happening energetically and spiritually, suddenly it makes sense. This is what this is all about, taking your control back once again. More responsibility, more accomplishments, more awesomeness. But this is all about the opportunity here, and it's very similar to what we've been talking about all year as I post this. So it's fascinating to see here. This is amazing. Follow your heart. That's the fundamental thing here, is follow your heart. Let's have a look at this. Let's get the cartoon clarity out. So we've got natural disaster and loss. This is all about the frustration. Kind of look like the wind is blowing through. The old is like the cobwebs are being blown away, and it's and your kind of your umbrella's a little bit kind of dodgy, but this is a cleansing time. This is a time where, from all this frustration, it's that everything's being thrown away. Loss is all about the things that we've had to let go. This is obviously about bereavement on the card, but this is more about kind of almost grieving what we were told to be true. The things we were told to be true, the things that would never change, the things that the thing that's come to mind to illustrate this is all of I think it was like late 90s and noughties here in the UK. The governments were constantly saying, get a diesel car, get a diesel car, get a diesel car. And so everybody was, families and stuff like that. So many people invested in a diesel vehicle. And now everything's net zero and stuff like that. The amount of families that are being penalized now because they wanted to buy a car that lasted a long time, and now all of a sudden they're being caught out because they followed what the government of the day, I think it was both sides there, both Labour and Conservative back then, off the top of my head, both of them were saying, go and get a diesel. That's going to last you a long time, the fuel economy and all that kind of stuff. And now all of a sudden it's like, no, don't do that. And so people are left with these cars and being penalised for it monetarily, especially in like London. And, crazy shenanigans going on there because of it. That's the sort of sorrow and upset we're talking about here. We were told one thing, and now the last couple of videos is this transition of into the new, from cleansing away all this old crap and into the new possibilities here. So let's have a look. What else we got here? Once again, withdrawal. So that's the awakening of the new. Yeah, we're taking our power back. We're taking our control back. We're quitting the old and into this loveliness of care, which is all about looking after each other, like individual, family, community, so on and so forth. Like I said at the beginning here, like taking our control back with the Aquarius energy. I love when this magic trick works. It's brilliant. Once again, while it's almost like hunker down, it's almost like I'm seeing the beginning of The Wizard of Oz. Auntie M is calling for Dorothy to get into the tornado. The twister's coming, and it's like, come on, we've got to hide in the shelter. That's the sort of energy with this wind coming through to cleanse the air, to cleanse the local area. What else have we got going on here? I'll do one more cut. Coach and Origin, nice. Coach is all about knowledge, your knowledge base, your understanding about things, your concepts, your ideas. I think we had ideas yesterday's or day before's reading, collective reading. And that's kind of like, what do we need to learn? What are our pitfalls? What are the things that we do know for sure? What are the things we need to get more clarity on? What books do we need to buy? What things do we need to read? What videos and tutorials do we need to watch? That kind of energy, especially from, like I said, I'm sorry to keep referring back if you just stumbled on this, but I think it was yesterday's where it was all about kind of flirting with ideas, flirting with concepts, flirting with possibilities. And now we're into this planting the seeds of opportunity. Yeah, with the Origin card here, we're like, come on, let's nurture this. Let's make this happen. Let's follow our heart to really create something sexy. So let's have a truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for us. Let's get a few more cards out about this. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. That one. Ooh, yeah. Talk amongst yourselves for a bit. Oh, gift. First card upright. Gift. This is the seed we're talking about here. I always see this card as like God, Spirit, Universe has already given you the gift. This is yours. You've taken from it. You've taken it from them. And love it. So even though we've got homeless here, which we're feeling a little bit cast out, we're feeling a little bit kind of, I don't feel like this is a failure necessarily. I feel like this is kind of where we're kind of ahead of the game. So we're feeling kind of outcast. We're not, and we're trying to get people's attention maybe a little bit here about, come on, follow us. Let's do this. Let's make this work. The image that I normally get, and this is because I use it as an example with indoors and myself. We're hoping to get in, well, we are going towards a homestead or a small holding here in the UK. A couple of acres, about 6 acres, grow our own fruit and veg, some bees, some chickens, goat, pigs, that kind of stuff. And it's that kind of, come on guys, you can do it. We can be off grid. We don't have to be into this kind of on the grid, because what I've learned in the last couple of days is that the UK allegedly, I'll say allegedly, even though I've heard this from quite a few different news sources, but I haven't actually looked into it. I'm just taking it as what they're saying. We've got the most, we're charged the most for our energy than anywhere else in Europe. And some are saying even further afield than that. I think that's the best I can say there. But it's that sort of situation where get a few solar panels, a wind turbine, maybe hydroelectric on a homestead, club together. It's that kind of thing. It's, come on, we can do this together. We don't have to be in this this grid. We don't have to pay such extortionate costs for energy or living expenses or food or that. It's like finding another way. And I think this is where we're getting this coldness, this homelessness. We're feeling out. Meanwhile, this feels as if it's like other people kind of like rah 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 rah. But you've got the opportunity to actually do something about it. And actually, I feel like I'm being told to shuffle these again, which is a first. So I'm going to shuffle this again, but it's that kind of energy where while other people maybe kicking up at a fuss and then when you're trying to do something different, they're like, oh, that will never work. Oh, that's going to be crazy. That's shenanigans and stuff like that. And that's what we're feeling a little bit out in the cold. Once again, we've got nightmare here, where it's like where we're feeling kind of hounded a little bit for trying to break the mold and being kind of a trendsetter and like follow the leader kind of stuff, and everyone else is like no. This is fascinating to me, that it's like we're doing it anyway. We're doing it anyway. We've had the calling. We can see what's happening on the horizon. We're taking our control back. Like this here right now, all of this, all the lights, the camera, the computer, all that kind of stuff, the microphone, all of it is powered by solar panels right now. Admittedly, it's in the middle of the night. Well, the nights are early, so it's a bit dark now. But, the batteries, throughout the day, which was a cloudy day, and it's still working, thankfully. Here we are. We're off grid. This is off grid. And we're still doing it, and it's still here. So it's like it is possible. And my like friends and family that are still connected to the grid are. I just feel so sorry for them. Yeah, but it's like sometimes I don't want to call it a jealousy, but like they do look at me as if like you have no idea why what's going on, blah blah blah. And it's like I can read. I hear your complaints. I hear your frustrations. I hear your issues and concerns and stuff like that. I have a pretty good idea of what's going on. I'm not connected to it, but because of this. But it's like, it's that kind of energy about it where there's all this suffering going on, but they're going against you. It's like no, we've got to suffer all together. It's like, no, we don't. No, we don't. We've got this opportunity here. We've got this inspiration. We're being called to do a way of doing it. And for you, it may be a job or a new job or starting a new business or whatever it may be. I'm just using the off-grid as an example, but it's that kind of energy. It's like, what you're doing. Because it's almost as if they want you to, like I said, suffer with them instead of finding a new alternative route, find a new way of doing things. Because it's not working right now, let's find another way. So I hope that at least inspires you. I hope that resonates with you. I hope that kind of confirms for you that you're kind of on the right track, even though you may be having these, I don't want to call them conflicts, but misunderstandings or issues within family and friends connections. And you're feeling a bit persecuted. You're feeling a little bit kind of about it. Just keep the faith. Straight out the first thing we had here. Keep the faith. You've got this, okay? And all is going to be good. Yeah, lean into that faith. You've got this. You've been called for a reason. Just keep going. You're all right. So until next time when we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, if you liked it, if it resonated with you, please click that like button and comment down below, especially kind of how does this resonate with you. And if you really liked it, please click that subscribe button. That'd be gorgeous. But until next time when we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And I'll speak to you soon. See you later.